If you thought to yourself for 1 second that we were done fighting for the future of Infinity Train, then you are sorely mistaken.
Not today.
Fans of the animated anthology series have come together to plan a day on the internet all about Infinity Train and saving the show. Not only that, but what feels like for the first time ever, the creator of a canceled show will be vocally supporting this movement as well. That's right, Owen Dennis is bringing his own incentives for trending Infinity Train. So for the sake of giving this all a huge signal boost, I want to give a quick rundown of Owens Message and all the things you can do on Thursday, April 29th, 2021, as we fight for Infinity Train to be renewed and get at least its next planned season. Which, need I remind you, already has a finished script and a few storyboards already in the pipeline when the higher-ups pulled the plug on the show. And as always, to stay in the loop with all things Infinity Train and animation, please be sure to throw this video a like and subscribe to the Roundtable. And show that bell some love too. With all that said, let's dive in. So first things first, what exactly is this trend? Well, according to this image that's been making the rounds in the Infinity Train community on multiple platforms, on Thursday, April 29th, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, fans of Infinity Train will be taking to Twitter to tweet, "Finish Infinity Train" to HBO Max and Cartoon Network. And although it starts at 10 a.m., this trend has no end date. So we could keep it going for hours. I would love to see this trending high until the end of the day. Hell, we could even get it trending for days. Isn't that likely?
Probably not.
But there's no harm in dreaming nonetheless. Also, while worldwide trending is a thing, the focus with these trends generally fall on the United States. So for international Infinity Train fans, you should still be tweeting. You're gonna wanna use a VPN and change your location to the United States. And of course, if you live outside the United States, or if you just live outside the Eastern Standard Time Zone, you may want to do some research to look up what time that'll be in your time zone. And before I move on to Owen's message, I'd also like to include that we shouldn't limit ourselves to just Twitter. I mean, yes, go crazy on Twitter. But I believe the most impactful course of action will be spreading the word on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. While Twitter in particular should focus on the phrase "Finish Infinity Train," I think boosting hashtags such as Infinity Train, Renew Infinity Train, and of course Finish Infinity Train on Instagram and TikTok, tagging both HBO Max and Cartoon Network, alongside commenting on their Infinity Train specific posts, will help convey that people all over want to see this show return. And it's not just exclusive to one major platform, whether it be fan art, memes, or just talking about why you like the show. Now, without further ado, I'm going to move on to Owen's message, which he tweeted out on his official account, Owen Dennis. That's 5 E's if you're curious. Infinity Train fan push on April 29th at 10 a.m. EST. Infinity Train fans are planning to trend hashtag Finish Infinity Train to try and get the 5th season or more of Infinity Train greenlit on HBO Max. I'd like to support this fan push because you supported us and I want to return the favor. So I thought I'd put some Infinity Train themed prizes into the mix to help you guys along. I'll give out the prizes randomly to anyone who uses hashtag Finish Infinity Train on April 29th. I'll contact via direct messages. If the hashtag trends at number 5, 100 random people will get stickers. At number 4, 90 random people will get buttons. At number 3, 5 random people will get a Chicken Choice Judy shirt. At number 2, 1 random person will get a passenger jacket, which I assume are the initial outfits Ryan and Min are wearing when they arrive on the train, alongside the same uniform being Amelia's attire in Book 3. That also sounds like some pretty elite cosplay, so congrats in advance to whoever scores it. And at number 1, Owen will release an Infinity Train Book 5 frame mock-up, which sounds like it'll be an illustration potentially based off a storyboard that showcases a scene from the next hypothetical season. I want this. We as Infinity Train fans need this. Let's do our best to get this number 1 trending. But what exactly can you do? Well, this takes us to the next slide in Owen's message. He recommends that you talk about why you like the show. You can find people to recommend the show too. You can post fan art, images from the show, music, cosplays, fan cams, and more things along those lines. You can talk about theories with other fans, and boy do I got a lot of them. I'll be putting in the work to get at least one Infinity Train theory out before this Thursday, and you can share a link to watch the show. Legally, which of course would be an HBO Max link. Please be sure to share this link when recommending the show, and I'll include it in the description. Now as for things Owen wouldn't recommend you do, spamming the show in unrelated comment sections ain't something he really roots for. And I think when it comes to a lot of fan bases, especially those of canceled properties, quite a number of people are guilty of this, me included. If you're going to show your support for Infinity Train in comment sections, please be sure it's on Infinity Train related posts. If you have to scroll through HBO Max and Cartoon Network social media just to find an Infinity Train post, that's fine. And ultimately, when it comes to the numbers aspect of all of this, blowing up Infinity Train exclusive posts will look way better than just blowing up a random show post with Renew Infinity Train. Think about it. Aside from it just being kinda distasteful and rude, why would you boost engagement on one post for a show that you don't even care for? When Infinity Train posts having massive amounts of engagement, regardless if it's accumulated over the weeks or not, will make the show itself look way more impressive in HBO Max's and Cartoon Network's eyes. And commenting does help boost threads on Twitter. I'm just saying. Another thing Owen doesn't recommend is putting down other shows, and I agree. Whether it be live action or animated, we don't need anyone going, oh well, this show sucks and it got renewed. While I personally on a certain level think that acknowledging Infinity Train's growing fan base in comparison to other audiences is important for highlighting why this show deserves another chance, I personally believe it can be done in a respectful manner. Infinity Train may be a high quality show, but that doesn't automatically nullify the quality of other shows surrounding it. So please, just be nice. Also, don't accuse anyone of wanting something to fail. If someone isn't interested in partaking in the Infinity Train trend, that doesn't reflect how they feel about the show. It's just not how they want to use their time on social media, and that's understandable. Also, don't eat an orange before brushing your teeth. I know Owen put that in to add some levity, but no, trust me, don't do it. As someone that's been getting their vitamin C up, your mouth and especially your tongue is gonna hate you. Owen concludes the slides with, please remember, the people that run the HBO Max, Cartoon Network, and Warner accounts are all just people trying to do their jobs. They have no control over which shows get greenlit, nor which shows get advertised and how often. Be polite. When it comes to media, people are more likely to respond to statements of joy and passion than statements of anger and frustration. Your post will be seen not just by the people who you're trying to talk to, but also by other random people that could become fans because they saw the trending tag and decided to take a look. If they just see anger, they're less likely to watch the show. In the end, more people watching the show should always be the goal. Keep things positive and positivity will come. Owen. He also follows up with, please note, I'm not trying to co-opt or organize this fan movement. That's all you. I'm simply offering support and trying to give some pointers that I know work well. Have fun on the 29th. Also note, I'm gonna check hashtag Renew Infinity Train, hashtag Finish Infinity Train, and just hashtag Infinity Train. So if you think I used the wrong hashtag or something, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Also, international is fine. So back to my earlier statement about a VPN. If you're not able to get one but you still want to show support, that is fine. I'm more so focused on getting this show to trend higher in the United States. So any love for international fans, even though HBO Max is currently not available in other countries, will still contribute to the overall trend. And I imagine when HBO Max does launch in other countries, the interest in Infinity Train will help it be promoted on the service that much more. Also, one thing I forgot to mention earlier and I'll mention now is Reddit. We all know memes can go a long way, especially when spreading a show. I mean, look at how much Clone High blew up just from JFK memes. And Infinity Train is so quotable and full of so many lovable characters that it is just right for Meme City. So whether if you're going to r/memes, me IRL, or just the Infinity Train subreddit, be sure that your meme game is strong. And last but not least with Reddit, I know I expressed in a previous video that one way to help Infinity Train grow would be for other creators to talk about it, naming MadPat as an example, and actually in his recent game theory, he did mention that he does look at the Game Theorist subreddit in order to find different theories and franchises to cover. So although you don't necessarily have to wait until April 29th, I think if Infinity Train fans use that subreddit to submit theories for him to cover, such as speculation on the train selection process, or the future of characters such as Lake or Hazel, then the better chances we have for MadPat to finally cover Infinity Train on film theory and help the show reach more exposure. But kings and queens, that is all I have for you today. I hope to see you guys on April 29th. I hope you have a good one, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya!